God morning, you guys. It is June the 22nd. We got Jesus calling. Thank me for the very things that are troubling you. You are on the brink of rebellion, precariously close to shaking your fist in my face. That is crazy. God knows. God knows how far away we are from total annihilation of ourselves, of our faith, of any chance we have at getting back to him, right? There's always going to be an opportunity. There's always going to be a chance to get closer to God, right? But there is going to be a line that we cross one day where it's going to be hard for God to keep pursuing us, right? He's not going to give up for us, but it's going to be hard for God to keep pursuing us because he knows that it's just going to end in vain no matter what, right? Thank me for the very things that are troubling you. Right? We have to be thankful, guys. That is step one. If we look at all the cardinal sins have to do with the opposite of giving thanks, right? Whether it's pridefulness, whether it's there's so many things, right? Like pride is one of the worst cardinal sins that you could do because it's all about yourself. It's all about self-absorption, right? So when you see the pride parades going on, when it's all about pride, all about taking pride in yourself, that's one of the things that God calls us not to do. That's one of the worst things that we could do, taking pride in ourselves, because then that takes power away from God, and that brings power towards us, guys. And we are flawed. We are not the powerfuls. God is, guys. We are just the pool where God's power can manifest, where he can reside. I'm gonna go inside because it is so hot right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my, I was like, let me do an outside episode. That's gonna be so cute, but it's so steamy. So we'll do it like the window's right here. Why? That's the same thing. Look at that. Thank me for the very things that are troubling you. You are on the brink of rebellion, precariously close to shaking your fist in my face. Guys, shaking your fist in God's face, that's literally a physical representation of your emotional and mental state, right? When you shake your fist in someone's face, you're basically saying, screw you. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. Like, I don't care what you have to say. I want to fight you. Like you are my opposition. I dislike you, guys. And that's what we're going to do. If we're not able to thank God and come to terms with him being more powerful than us, with him being greater than us, with us having to be thankful for every single day, every breath that we take that is in God, then we are going to stray so far, guys, and it's going to happen so fast. Like we have to thank God for virtually everything, guys. And you ever look into the world, you see people who are the most ungrateful people, who never say thank you, who are always just like me, right? When's the next thing coming? Everything's always my power. These people are never happy. I've never seen one thankful, grateful person and then looked at another person that is ungrateful, that is unthankful, right? That everything's all about them. I've never seen one of those people ever happy, ever truly happy. They always complain. They always whine. Everything's always terrible. They're such pessimists, guys. And there's a reason for that. It's because God calls us to be thankful, because it makes us have to acknowledge something outside of ourselves that is beautiful, right? And then that's always God. You are tempted to indulge in just a little complaining about my treatment of you, right? Guys, that is true. We are tempted, right? Because things happen to us and we always go, our first thought is, why, God, right? Every single person, while you watching this, me making this, every single person on the planet has had that thought at some point, right? Why, God? You are tempted to indulge in just a little complaining about my treatment of you. But once you step over that line, torrents of rage and self-pity can sweep you away. Just like we were talking about earlier, right? That line that you cross. Yes, God acknowledges that there will be difficult times, right? And you will question, and you will want answers, and you will not be thankful, and you will be ungrateful. But there is a line. And once you cross that line, right, it's going to be so difficult to come back. You're going to be fighting upstream. That's why you see some people who are so unimaginably lost in this life. People, we don't give up on them, right? We still try to be good disciples. We still try to bring them to the Lord, because we know that God is more powerful than their hate, than their disdain could ever be, than the devil could ever be. But it's going to be a very difficult journey, right? Because that ungratefulness is so rooted in them, right? That complaining is so rooted and so part of their lives. The best protection against this indulgence is thanksgiving. It is impossible to thank me and curse me at the same time. Isn't that a fact? That's so true. It is impossible to thank God and simultaneously curse God at the same time. And if we're able to thank God, then we're going to be able to be truly grateful for everything that we have, because God has a hand in every single aspect of our lives, and we're going to be so much happier, so much more whole. So he's saying the best protection is thanksgiving. If you guys feel like your life is going downhill, or you don't have the best relationship with the Lord, or you're just depressed, or you're like just a pity party, right? We all know what some of those people, we might be some of those people, where it's just a pity party all the time. Everything is always bad. And even sometimes things are good, we're focusing on the bad things to motivate us, right? Even that's wrong, guys. If you are one of those people, please Please give thanksgiving to God. It will bring your relationship closer to him, and it'll just make you a more whole-rounded person. Thanking me for trials will feel awkward and contrived at first, right? So now we get over the hump of, okay, why do we think? Why is it important to think? Now we're talking about how we think and what's going to be the outcome of thinking, right? Because for some people, it might be weird. It might be foreign, right? Thanking me for trials will feel awkward and contrived at first. But if you persist, your thankful words prayed in faith will eventually make a difference in your heart. Thankfulness awakens you to my presence, which overshadows all your problems. I'm going to read that again because he said it best. But if you persist, right, in thanking God for trials, guys, like we have an amazing, beautiful God. We have the only God ever that could ever be conceived by a human being, because I mean, our God's obviously real, that is actively going out of his way to make every negative a positive, right? There's no other God ever that has been worshipped by man that wants a relationship with you, A, and B, goes out of their way to try to make every negative a positive, and has that ability, has that power. Our God has the power to make every single negative a positive. So next time you have a trial that comes along, just give it up to God. Ask God to help you. Ask God to assist you, and he will. And he has the power to, right? Thanking me for trials will feel awkward and contrived at first. But if you persist, your thankful words prayed in faith will eventually make a difference in your heart if you keep going, guys. It's like the gym. You can't just do it one time. You can't just be thankful one time and say, God, thank you for my trials. God, thank you for my tribulations. God, thank you for these hard times. I know that's going to just make me grow in my faith and get me closer to you. You can't do that one time. It has to become a habit. It has to be every single day. And then eventually, it'll make a true difference in your heart. Thankfulness awakens you to my presence, which overshadows all your problems. Guys, so the theme of today is thankfulness. Let's see where this comes from. Psalm 116:17. I will offer to you the sacrifice of thanksgiving and will call upon the name of the Lord. Then we have Philippians 4:4-6. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again. Rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And we have Psalm 102. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Guys, that's June 2nd. I hope you guys learned something. I love you guys so much. And with that, I will say amen.